Chosen one, I have waited until this very moment to speak, because the silence before a storm always precedes the command that shifts the earth. What you are stepping into now is not merely a change of circumstances, it is the fulfillment of prophecy spoken long ago, hidden until now for your appointed time. You have been wondering why the path was so narrow, why the pressure so heavy, why you were stripped of everything familiar. It is because I have been preparing you for a revelation that requires total surrender and absolute obedience. You are not being called to understand everything, but to walk in what I now declare. I have chosen you, not because you were perfect, but because you were obedient in the wilderness. What others dismissed as delay, I ordained as development. And now, chosen one, the prophecy begins. You must know this. Nothing about your life has been accidental. The timing, the isolation, the battles that seemed to break you, all of it was orchestrated by my hand to bring you to this awakening. You were hidden because exposure too soon would have destroyed you. You were silenced because noise would have drowned my voice. You were misunderstood because the language of destiny is not spoken by the casual. You have walked through fire because I needed the impurities to burn away. Every tear you've cried has watered the soil of your future. Every rejection you've endured was a redirection to my divine path. You are not late, you are on time. And now the season has shifted because I have spoken. You don't need to search for confirmation anymore. My voice is the confirmation. You don't need to ask for another sign. This moment is the sign. The weight you've carried has been a signal of your calling, and the resistance you've faced has been proof of your purpose. You were not created to blend in or to survive. You were formed in the fire to lead, to awaken, and to build what others were too afraid to envision. This is not just a promotion, it's a divine placement. I am elevating you not to show off your strength, but to demonstrate my power. Your life is about to shift in a way that makes sense only in the spirit, and those who mocked you in the last season will be silenced by the magnitude of your emergence. Understand this now. The reason the warfare intensified is because the prophecy was nearing fulfillment. Hell launched everything it had to stop what heaven ordained. But what the enemy tried to delay, I am now accelerating. You will see rapid movement. Doors that were sealed shut will swing wide open. Opportunities that were withheld will now come seeking you. The delays are over. The stagnation is broken. The season of divine stillness has ended, and the sound of my voice is breaking forth like thunder across your life. This is not a gentle nudge. This is a prophetic release. I am declaring war on everything that tried to sabotage your destiny, and I have already won. Chosen one, you are not who you used to be. That version of you no longer exists. I have buried your past in the silence of yesterday and resurrected you into a new dimension of spiritual authority. You will feel it in your thoughts, your speech, your very presence. People will begin to notice something different, not because of anything you're doing, but because of who I have made you become. My spirit now rests upon you with a new weight. This isn't charisma. This is anointing, and no one will be able to deny it. Those around you may not be able to explain it, but they will be unable to ignore it. I have marked you, and that mark will speak louder than your words ever could. From this point on, you will walk differently because you have been commissioned. I am placing divine instructions in your spirit. You will begin to know things you weren't taught. You will begin to sense where to go without GPS. You will begin to discern who to connect with and who to walk away from without needing explanations. This is not intuition. This is impartation. I am putting a sword in your mouth and fire in your bones. When you speak, chains will break. When you move, atmospheres will shift. You will not need to announce your arrival. The spirit within you will do it for you. Walk boldly, chosen one. Your steps are now ordered by prophecy. Everywhere you go, the ground will respond to you. Every room you enter will be affected by your presence. Every plan you pursue will carry supernatural velocity. I am no longer waiting for your comfort. I am moving according to my calendar, and it is your obedience that will unlock miracles you didn't ask for. Expect things to happen quickly. Expect answers without delay. Expect provision in unexpected places. The old system is gone. You are not operating under man's economy or man's timing. You are functioning in kingdom rhythm now, and in this rhythm, acceleration is normal. Get used to divine speed. It has just begun. You are not to shrink back. You are not to play small. You are not to explain away the magnitude of what I'm about to do. If you try to minimize what I've declared, you'll grieve my spirit. If you apologize for your anointing, you'll delay your own advancement. You must walk in the fullness of what I've spoken, without hesitation, without fear, and without compromise. This world is starving for clarity, and I have made you a vessel of truth. Speak with authority. Move with confidence. Love without limit. But do not dilute the fire I've placed within you. The time has come. The prophecy begins now. Chosen one, the season of wondering is over, and the hour of revelation is here. You've waited long enough. You've asked, questioned, and wept in silence. But I have not been absent. I've been watching. I've been testing. I've been preparing you in the shadows where no applause could reach, because what I'm building in you could not survive shallow praise. You are not entering the light to be admired. You're entering it to fulfill your assignment. The spotlight isn't your reward, it's your responsibility. I am thrusting you forward not to entertain, but to establish my will on earth. This is the time where everything you've endured becomes fuel for everything I'm about to do through you. You must understand the gravity of your position. You have been chosen as a gatekeeper between realms, one who hears from heaven and speaks into earth. This is not casual. This is not symbolic. It is functional and prophetic. I have trusted you with a voice because you proved you wouldn't misuse it. I have trusted you with vision because you wouldn't sell it. I have trusted you with pain because you let it refine you instead of define you. And now I trust you with impact, not the fleeting kind that passes with trends, but the eternal kind that shifts generations. Chosen one, you carry legacy now. What you build in this season will echo long after you're gone. That's why I had to take my time with you. Don't let the speed of others make you question the timing of your own breakthrough. What I'm doing in you is not a sprint, it's a divine installation. I'm not building a tent, I'm laying a foundation. And now that the foundation is secure, I'm raising you up with speed that only heaven can explain. The shift will be quick. The favor will be obvious. The doors will be strange. And the rooms I place you in will make no sense to those who thought they knew your level. I will make you sit in places they thought were too high for you. And you won't need to prove yourself. I will validate you myself. I am not giving you favor for acceptance. I'm giving you favor for assignment. This will be a season of supernatural clarity. I'm going to make things plain that used to confuse you. I'm going to show you who was sent by me and who was a distraction sent by darkness. I'm going to strip away every false alliance, every emotional tie that doesn't serve your mission, and every self-made plan you once clung to. You will feel lighter because you are being liberated. No more soul clutter. No more spiritual noise. I am clearing the frequency so my instructions come through loud and clear. What once took months to discern, you will know in moments. And what once made you hesitate, you will now move through without resistance. Let's pause right here, chosen one, and make it real. If this is speaking to you, hit that like button right now. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss what's next. And comment 55 below. That's the number of covenant, new beginnings, and divine alignment. Chosen one, I need you to begin expecting the unexpected. The way I bless you in this season will not follow formulas. You won't be able to trace it to human logic or explain it with systems. I'm going to send resources from strange places. I'm going to connect you with people you never met but always needed. I'm going to open doors that were invisible to everyone else. And when they ask, how did this happen? You won't be able to give them a step-by-step plan. You'll only be able to say, God did it. Because that's the point. No one will be able to take credit. This is my doing, and it is marvelous in your eyes. Do not let your old mindset sabotage your new miracles. What I'm doing now doesn't fit inside the framework of survival. You must think like one who's already delivered. You must walk like one who's already chosen. You must speak like one who's already appointed. Stop waiting for confirmation to believe what I already said. When you act like it's true, you give me room to perform it. Faith is not passive. Faith is motion. It's steps taken in the dark because the word is enough. You've already received the word. Now I need to see your walk. Don't ask me to repeat what I've already revealed. Obey, move, trust, I will meet you there. Everything around you is about to accelerate, but it won't feel overwhelming because I've also increased your capacity. You are not who you were last year. You're not even who you were last month. The upgrade didn't just happen around you, it happened in you. You're thinking differently, hearing differently, deciding differently. That's why what used to drain you no longer excites you. That's why certain rooms feel too small now. That's why some relationships are fading without drama, because the version of you that tolerated stagnation no longer exists. You've been upgraded internally to handle what I'm releasing externally. Now let the flow begin. And Chosen One, mark this moment. This is the hour where reversal begins. What the enemy meant for harm, I now reverse for good. What was stolen will be returned with interest. What was delayed will be delivered with double. What was broken will become the testimony that heals others. I'm not only restoring what was lost, I'm resurrecting what was buried. The dreams you thought were over, I'm breathing life into them again. The call you thought you forfeited, I never revoked it. The promise you thought expired, I'm renewing it now, because when I speak, nothing stays dead. This is your resurrection moment. And this is just the beginning. Chosen One, this is where I need your agreement, not with your emotions, but with my decree. Your feelings may still be catching up, but your spirit already knows this truth. You are stepping into a level of power that was prophesied over your bloodline long before you were born. You didn't choose this path, it was chosen for you. You were marked before you were wounded. You were called before you were conscious. And now everything in your life is aligning to bring you face to face with the mantle I've placed on your life. This isn't a motivational moment. This is a mantle transfer. And you are ready for it, even if you don't feel like it. You've been waiting for someone to validate your significance, but I've already stamped you with spiritual authority. The ones who overlooked you didn't have the vision to see the oil you carried. The ones who underestimated you were never meant to be part of your elevation. I hid you on purpose. I shielded you from certain platforms, relationships, and stages, not to punish you, but to preserve the purity of your calling. You were not built for popularity. You were built for power. That's why your process looked different. That's why your warfare was relentless. Because the oil you carry requires depth, and I made sure you had it. There is a grace on your life that cannot be copied. What you've been given is not transferable, not replicable, and not for sale. It came through pain, it came through surrender. It came through trusting me when nothing made sense. And now, Chosen One, it's time to use it. I will begin to highlight your name in places your feet haven't even touched yet. You'll find out people have been talking about you, planning for you, watching you from afar. And it will not be a surprise to your spirit. I've gone ahead of you. I've made your name weighty in rooms you've never seen, not because of networking, but because of favor. My hand is your promotion. You will walk into opportunities you didn't ask for and assignments you didn't see coming, but I have equipped you for every one of them. There is nothing ahead of you that you are not anointed for. Stop waiting to feel ready. Ready is not a feeling, it's a decision to trust me. And I say you're ready. You're ready to speak when others are silent. You're ready to act when others hesitate. You're ready to build when others doubt. You're ready to carry what others fumbled. Your readiness is not based on your strength, but on my sovereignty. And since I have called you, I will uphold you. You may feel stretched, but that stretch is not punishment, it's preparation. I'm enlarging your reach, increasing your influence, and strengthening your foundation so you don't collapse under the weight of the blessing. You prayed for overflow, but overflow requires room. That's why I'm breaking every box you put around your life. That's why I'm removing limits from your thinking, restrictions from your language, and boundaries from your vision. I'm showing you the magnitude of what's possible when you stop operating from fear and start living from faith. You're not just stepping into abundance, you're expanding into it. There will be moments in this new season when you're tempted to retreat. The pressure will rise, the warfare will intensify, but do not step back. You are not out of place, you are in position. The enemy only fights what he fears, and what he fears most is a chosen one who knows who they are. When you realize that you're not fighting for victory but from it, the entire battlefield shifts. You don't need to strive, you just need to stand. Stand in the truth, stand in your authority, stand in the fullness of my word. The battle has already been won. All I need now is your agreement. This is your moment to declare war on every limiting belief, every old pattern, and every lie that ever told you you weren't enough. You are more than enough because I am more than enough in you. You are not disqualified. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. I have not changed my mind about you. I do not revise my promises. I fulfill them. And now I am fulfilling every word I ever whispered to your spirit, every dream I ever planted in your soul, every prophecy that once seemed too big to be real. It is real. It is here. It is now. And it is yours. From this day forward, walk like it, talk like it, think like it. Live like one who knows the prophecy has begun. There is no going back. The shift is irreversible. The mantle has been released. You have crossed over from preparation to performance, from silence to sound, from hiddenness to harvest. This is the era where you don't just believe my word, you become it, you embody it, you demonstrate it. And the world will watch as I move through you in undeniable power. What you carry is holy. What you carry is heavy. And what you carry will change everything. Chosen one, I need you to stop second-guessing what I've made clear. You already heard me. You already sensed it. That inner confirmation that kept stirring, that recurring dream that wouldn't fade, that word that hit your spirit like fire, that was me. Stop asking if you're crazy and start walking like you're called. The questions you keep asking are not about clarity, they're about comfort. And I didn't call you to be comfortable, I called you to be obedient. You've already received your answer. Now I'm looking for your action. Because delayed obedience is disobedience, and the timing of heaven does not wait for fear. There are people connected to your obedience, blessings tied to your movement, and breakthroughs hanging in the balance because you keep hesitating. Chosen one, the weight you feel is not just about your destiny, it's about theirs. When you move, chains break for others. When you rise, generations shift. When you obey, entire bloodlines are realigned. This isn't just about you. This is about legacy. This is about divine disruption. I've placed you in your family, your city, your generation, not by accident but by assignment. And now I'm requiring a bold yes. Not a tentative maybe, not a hesitant delay. A full, unshaken, uncompromised yes. You don't need more signs, you need more surrender. If I gave you the next 5 steps, you'd try to control them. That's why I only gave you one, because obedience unlocks vision. I'm not going to give you a blueprint, I'm giving you a word. And if you obey that word, I'll reveal the next one. Faith is not about knowing everything. It's about trusting that I do. And I do. I know what's waiting on the other side of your obedience. I know what's about to break open when you stop playing it safe. The miracles, the provision, the favor, it's all waiting on your move. Stop romanticizing the past. Stop mourning what I had to remove. What I pulled away from you was not loss. It was protection. I removed what couldn't go with you. I cut off what would have corrupted the promise. I silenced what would have distracted your voice. And yes, it hurt. Yes, it felt like abandonment. But it was mercy. You were asking for new, and I had to make room. You were asking for clarity, and I had to remove the noise. You were asking for destiny, and I had to end the detours. What you thought was a setback was really your setup. And now it's time to move forward. Chosen one, I am calling you into strange obedience. You're going to feel pulled to do things that don't make sense to those around you. You'll be prompted to leave places that still feel comfortable. You'll be drawn to make decisions that go against logic, but are perfectly aligned with spirit. Follow the pull. Follow the nudge. Follow the divine impulse that won't let you rest. That is me leading you into the next season. You've never been this way before, but I have. You've never walked this path, but I prepared it before time began. You can trust me. I'm not leading you to failure, I'm leading you to fulfillment. You need to prepare for acceleration. That means getting rid of anything that creates drag. This is not a time to hold on to distractions, to entertain doubt, or to keep company with people who drain your spirit. I need you light, I need you clear, I need you focused. What I'm doing in your life now will not be gradual, it will be sudden. And when I move suddenly, you can't be looking backward. You must be ready to run. That means deciding today what's no longer going with you. That means severing the ties to cycles that keep you circling instead of soaring. It's time to fly. This is the season where your voice will carry weight. What you say will have spiritual consequences. That's why I've been refining your tongue, purifying your motives, and stretching your confidence. When you speak now, it won't be for validation. It will be for victory. You're not called to echo culture. You're called to declare kingdom. You're not here to entertain, you're here to establish. Every word you release in faith will carry authority. Chains will break, atmospheres will shift, people will awaken. Don't hold back. You're not here to be liked, you're here to be light. Chosen one, from this day forward, speak what I say. Move when I nudge. Trust even when it's terrifying. I am with you in every step. I am before you in every battle. I am your provision, your protector, your power. You are not weak, you are fortified. You are not confused, you are instructed. You are not behind, you are right on time. Heaven has spoken, the prophecy has begun. And you are the chosen vessel I'm using to make it manifest. Don't flinch, don't pause, don't doubt, obey. And watch me do the impossible through you. Chosen one, let me make this clear. You were not made to fit in, you were made to break through. Every place that rejected you was prophecy in disguise. Every door that stayed shut was heaven's hand preserving you. I've called you to be set apart, not celebrated by crowds that don't carry kingdom discernment. You weren't denied because you lacked value. You were denied because I was hiding your value from people who would have mishandled it. You thought you were forgotten, but I was shielding your future. You thought you were disqualified, but I was refining your distinction. And now I'm revealing you on my terms, not theirs. You're not coming back into familiar places. You're coming forward into divine spaces, and I will not allow you to lower yourself to be accepted. What I've placed in you is too rare to be reduced. What I'm about to release through you will not come with validation from man. It will come with confirmation from me, and that's all you need. Don't look to their applause. Don't wait for their permission. I've already approved you. I've already assigned you. And I've already anointed you to walk in places that are too deep for shallow hearts to understand. You are not for their approval. You are for my glory. The time of playing small is over. I am calling you to stretch your voice, your vision, and your territory. You've been dreaming within the limits of what you could understand. But now, I'm about to give you dreams that don't make sense. Visions that exceed logic. Instructions that interrupt your routine. This is not a warning, it's an invitation. I'm calling you out of maintenance and into movement. I'm disrupting your normal so I can reveal your supernatural. Stop looking for comfort. I am your comfort. Stop looking for easy. I am your strength. What I'm about to do in your life will require faith without fallback. Chosen one, get ready for divine interruption. I'm about to interrupt your calendar, your plans, your strategies. Not to frustrate you, but to fulfill you. I'm stepping in where you thought I was silent. I'm inserting my hand where you thought you were on your own. The shift won't be subtle. It will be seismic. You'll feel it in your schedule, your relationships, your inner world. I'm turning what seemed random into alignment. What seemed like chaos will become clarity. What felt like disruption will be revealed as destiny. You are not being thrown off course. You are being rerouted into purpose. There will be moments ahead that scare you, but don't confuse fear with disqualification. The presence of fear does not mean the absence of calling. It just means you're stepping into something greater than what you've ever carried. You will feel the weight, but you won't be crushed. You will feel the stretch, but you won't snap. I've strengthened you for this. I've trained your spirit to recognize my voice in the storm. And now, even in the trembling, you will walk in obedience. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for partnership. And if you keep walking with me, I will take you further than you thought possible. This is the season where your influence multiplies, not because you're chasing it, but because you're becoming who I ordained. You don't need to market your calling. I will magnify your impact. I will draw the right eyes to the right assignment. You will not need to manipulate doors. They will open by my authority. You will not need to force connections. I will align divine relationships that advance your purpose. You are moving in a grace that attracts everything needed for your mission, and everything not meant for you will fall away without drama. That's the power of favor when it's authentic. You are about to be a sign and a wonder. People won't just hear what I'm doing. They'll see it in your life. The way I bless you, restore you, position you, and elevate you will be undeniable. The ones who once doubted you will have no choice but to admit that my hand is on you. Not because of your resume, but because of your revelation. Not because of your charisma, but because of your consecration. I'm about to make your life a living testimony that silences every skeptic and awakens every seeker. They will see your life and know I am God, and I have spoken. Chosen one, never forget, your life is not random, it is strategic. You are not just going through life. You are being launched into destiny. And from this point forward, your every step, every word, every decision will carry prophetic weight. I've entrusted you with impact. I've anointed you with fire. And I've released you into a season where the miraculous will become your norm. Expect it, walk in it, declare it, and don't look back. Because everything behind you was preparation, and everything ahead of you is prophecy fulfilled. Chosen one, you are stepping into a reality that doesn't play by natural laws. It is ruled by divine authority. What once limited, you no longer applies. The rules they gave you, the ceilings they set over you, the restrictions they projected onto you, all of it is now broken by my decree. I am not elevating you within their system. I am removing you from it. You've been conditioned to expect resistance, but now I'm teaching you to expect release. You've been trained for battle, but now I'm training you for building. This is your exit from survival mode. From now on, you move in legacy mode. The next move in your life will not be based on hustle. It will be built on holy instruction. I'm teaching you how to build with rest, how to receive without striving, how to move without begging. The rhythm of this new season is peace, not because it lacks opposition, but because it carries my presence. Where others panic, you will perceive. Where others fear, you will flow. Your confidence won't come from control, it will come from communion. As long as you stay connected to my voice, every resource, every answer, every door will come at the exact moment it's needed. I am your source, not the system. I am sending provision ahead of your obedience, not behind it. Ahead of it. That means you won't have to wait until the end to see my hand. You'll see it in the steps. Unusual resources are already on the way. People are already being assigned to bless you. Contracts are being written in your favor. Solutions are being released in dreams. All because you dared to say yes. Chosen one. I don't reward talent. I reward trust. And because you trusted me in the silence, I am releasing you in the spotlight. Not for performance, but for purpose. You are no longer seeking opportunities. You are becoming one. This is why the warfare got so loud. Because your emergence is undeniable. Hell fought your potential. Because it couldn't touch your purpose, it threw confusion, rejection, delay, exhaustion, anything it could to keep you from rising. But none of it worked. You're still here. You're still standing. And now you're rising with scars that shine brighter than metals. What tried to crush you only clarified you. What tried to break you only built your capacity. Now you know who you are. Now you know what you carry. And now you're ready to walk into rooms that hell tried to keep you out of. Don't downplay what I've deposited in you. You are not just anything. You are not random. You are not replaceable. You are the answer to a need in the earth. You are the response to a cry in your generation. You are the vessel I've filled with fire, vision, and strategy. The things that come to you easily are not common. They are supernatural gifts. The insights, the discernment, the creative blueprints, that's me speaking through your spirit. Don't question it. Don't second guess it. Just release it. The world doesn't need another imitation. It needs your authentic obedience. This next level of your life will demand clarity. You can't afford confusion, half-hearted alliances, or unnecessary noise. I'm streamlining your environment for precision. That means some conversations will end, some circles will shrink, some voices will go quiet. Let them. Don't mourn what I'm removing. Celebrate what I'm making room for. Your destiny requires clean space. You don't need crowds. You need covenant. You don't need noise. You need navigation. And I am now becoming your sole GPS. Follow my voice, and nothing will be withheld from you. Chosen one, you're about to experience a flow that will feel effortless. But make no mistake, it's supernatural. The grace on your life is shifting. You've operated with oil before, but now you're about to overflow. And that overflow will not just touch your life, it will bless everything around you. Your family will see it. Your finances will reflect it. Your atmosphere will carry it. It won't be subtle. It won't be hidden. This is not a quiet breakthrough. This is a public fulfillment. I'm about to make an open display of my promise through your life. Let no doubt remain. Let no fear speak again. Let no past failure whisper. You are not who you were. You are who I've spoken, and what I've spoken is standing tall, shining bright, and moving fast. Your life is now under divine governance. Expect the miraculous. Expect the sudden. Expect the impossible. I am the God who does not change, and I have spoken. And because I've spoken, nothing can stop what's about to unfold. The prophecy has begun, and you are right on time. Chosen one, this is not the season to second-guess what heaven is activating through you. I am not waiting for your confidence. I am commanding your obedience. Confidence will come, but obedience must come first. Your feelings will align later. What matters now is that you move with the weight of my word, not the weakness of your past. You're not operating from history, you're walking in prophecy, and the word over your life will not fail. Every step you take in faith is accelerating what I've already ordained. You are not wandering, you are being sent. Your assignment is unfolding with precision. You have wondered if you're ready, but readiness is not your responsibility. I determine the timing. I decide the window, and I have opened the gate. What I've set in motion cannot be reversed. The divine alignments that felt delayed are now being deployed. Chosen people, resources, and opportunities are converging into one supernatural collision that will catapult you. You won't have to fight for it. You'll simply flow into it. You've spent enough time striving. Now it's time to receive. You didn't miss it, you were being matured for it. There's a new sound coming from your spirit, a sound of certainty. The voices of doubt are being silenced, not because they stopped speaking, but because you stopped listening. You've outgrown your insecurities, you've outlived the lies. You're no longer at war with your identity. You're at peace with your power. And that peace will stabilize you in rooms where others shake. That peace will anchor you when warfare rises again. That peace will separate you from the one still living from fear. I have given you that peace not to survive, but to build. Prepare to be misunderstood. Prepare to be misjudged. Not because you're wrong, but because your obedience is rare. The path I've placed you on does not come with mass approval. You will walk in obedience that others won't understand. You will follow my whisper when others chase applause. That's the price of being chosen. But it's also the protection of being anointed. They may question your method, but they cannot deny your fruit. And what I do through you next will shut every mouth that ever doubted what I placed on you. Let's seal this moment with obedience. Like this message if it's resonating with your spirit. Subscribe so you don't miss what I continue to release. Drop 55 in the comments. That's your agreement with covenant, alignment, and new beginnings. Chosen one, don't be surprised when the miracles begin to stack. I don't release breakthrough in isolation. I send them in waves, and the wave has begun. That's why things feel like they're accelerating. That's why favor seems to be overtaking you. It's not luck, it's not coincidence, it's fulfillment. The prophecy is catching up to your positioning, and everything that was once someday is becoming now. You will not have to chase it, it's chasing you. My favor finds the obedient. This is not about public success, it's about spiritual weight. The mantle I've placed on you is not for fame, it's for fruit. The kind of fruit that breaks cycles, the kind of fruit that restores bloodlines, the kind of fruit that leaves a legacy. That's why I dealt with your character in private. That's why I corrected your posture before I gave you a platform. I'm not sending you to impress, I'm sending you to impact. And because you've surrendered, I can trust you with influence. Watch how I stretch it now. What's coming next will feel like multiplication. The same seed will produce exponential harvest. The same effort will now yield supernatural results. That's what happens when grace meets obedience. You're about to do in months what used to take years. You're about to reap in areas you didn't even sow because I sowed for you. That's inheritance. That's favor. That's legacy. And you're walking in it because I've declared it. The prophecy isn't just beginning, it's maturing. Chosen one, never forget. What I start, I finish. And what I've begun in you will not be aborted. It will not be delayed. It will not be stolen. You are surrounded. You are secured. And you are stepping into the most supernatural, undeniable, accelerated season of your life. Don't question it. Just walk in it. Don't wait for the right moment. This is it. The earth has been waiting. Heaven has been watching. And now you are released. The prophecy is moving, and you are my vessel. Chosen one, now that you've heard me clearly, do not return to silence. Don't go back to questioning what I've already confirmed. The instruction has been given, and the anointing has been activated. What you do next determines what unfolds next. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being available. I don't need flawless vessels. I need willing ones, and you are willing. That's why I've chosen you, spoken to you, and now positioned you to walk in everything I've promised. You are not walking into darkness. You are walking with fire. You are not stepping into the unknown. You are stepping into what I've already seen. Your provision is already in place. Your allies are already assigned. Your victory is already written. There is no need to look behind you because nothing back there belongs to your future. The prophecy does not move backwards. It moves forward. And forward is where you're going now. There will be moments ahead where you are tempted to doubt, but remember this. You didn't choose this fire. I lit it. You didn't create this momentum. I breathed it. And you didn't plan this timing. I revealed it. So don't be shaken when others don't understand. Don't be moved when old voices try to pull you back. Stand, declare, build. Because what I've spoken is not just a word, it's a movement. Chosen one, from this moment forward, you will never walk the same again. You have been marked, you have been mantled, you have been commissioned, and you are now fully released. The earth has waited for this moment. Heaven rejoices in this moment. And all of creation bears witness you have answered the call. The prophecy has begun.